Everybody good? Okay, close enough. Well, good morning. Reminder, my name is John Thormer. I'm a captain with the Monterey County Sheriff's Office, and I've got some more information to report to you regarding the 2 inmates that escaped from our county jail back on Sunday. And the news is they've been both found and both arrested. What took place was about midnight last night, the 2 individuals tried to walk back into the country down at the U.S.-Mexico border. We had received information that they were in the area of Tijuana. Once we received that information, we notified the Customs Border and Protection Agency, and they were able to locate them trying to walk back into the country. Before I go into more details, one of the most important parts of this is the cooperation between the Sheriff's Office and all the allied agencies. Customs Borders Patrol, the Marshal Service have both been a huge help. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, along with the Salinas Police Department, and then with yesterday's possible sighting, the help of the Marina Police Department, the California State University Monterey Bay Police Department, and state parks were invaluable for us to be able to investigate that lead. So, again, they came across about midnight last night. Customs Borders Patrol located them and arrested them. They notified us. Our detectives left immediately, and we took custody of them about 5 a.m. this morning. They are currently en route back to Monterey County, and they again will be housed at the Monterey County Jail. I can't go in enough praise for our Sheriff's Office detectives. They did an outstanding job. Coming Sunday, when this came to light, they hit the ground running. They've been working tirelessly ever since then, again with the Marshal Service. They provided untold amount of help and effort and technical assistance in this. Coupled with the FBI, it's been a tremendous team effort to find these 2. So with that, questions?
You said they're en route back here and they're going to be housed in your jail. What precautions or changes are you taking so that they don't get out again? And can you provide further information, background on the crimes that they were in jail for?
The crimes they were in jail for, they were both in for very violent crimes, up to and including homicide, and I believe for at least one of them, gang enhancements with that homicide. As far as improvements at the jail, I mentioned yesterday we've done at least 3 security improvements to that one particular housing unit, and before anybody asks, no, they are not going to be housed in the same housing unit. They're going to a separate housing unit where they will be housed alone, meaning they will not be housed in the same area. They'll be in different rooms, and we will take every precaution possible to make sure that we do not have another escape.
John, did they have a prior relationship before they were housed together at the jail? Are they friends from growing up here, or do they have any history together?
There's no history that I'm aware of. I know they were both born and raised in the city of Salinas, but as far as any prior friendship prior to becoming in custody, there's none that I'm aware of.
Do you have a timeline for what they did between the time they got out and the time they were captured?
The only timeline I have is we discovered they were missing Sunday morning at about 8:15 in the morning, and Border Protection took them in custody midnight last night.
Any indication they were actually in Marina?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, you'll have. I was going to say if you could explain what you guys think happened in Marina and if they were there, how they ended up in the border.
Okay, so what took place in Marina yesterday? For those that don't know, we've got of course, hindsight being what it is. We got a very credible report, and we thought that Mr. Salazar was in the Motel 6 in Marina. We had a person call in, which is exactly what we've been trying to do. Get the information out there, get people to know, hey, if you see them, if you think you see them, call us so we can investigate and find out. And that's what last night was. We had a person who thought she had seen Mr. Salazar. We had gone through investigative steps to do everything we could to confirm that. It all looked like we had Mr. Salazar in a motel room there. We got a warrant signed by a judge to go in and get him. Unfortunately, last night he wasn't there. Now, people are going to ask, was he in Marina and then traveled to Mexico? I do not know. I do not know. All I do know is both of them were arrested coming back across the border last night about midnight, and we took custody of them at 5 a.m., and they're on their way back. Yes?
In Mexico, why were they trying to get back into the United States?
I wish I knew the answer to that question. I do not know right now.
So
yes?
At midnight, Captain, did they drive down? How did they get down to the Mexico?
I don't know how they got to the border. I do know they were trying to walk across to get back into the United States.
Yeah,
Yes.
one thing they went into Mexico and then they were coming back.
We had information that they were in the Tijuana area and they were trying to come back into the United States. We notified Border Patrol to that information that we had, and they located them trying to enter the country.
So what are you guys are expecting them to arrive here in Monterey County?
They should be back in the next couple hours. I don't know exactly. Two of our detective sergeants, again, who've been working tirelessly to find these two individuals, have done untold amount of work along with the detectives with the sheriff's office to track these guys down. Again, with the Marshal Service, a tremendous amount of help from them. They picked them up. They're traveling back. I don't know exactly where they are right now, nor would I release that because of the nature of the two people they are transporting. But what I will do as soon as they get in, I'll let everybody know that we have them in the jail.
Did you get any outside help while they were on
The additional charges, the easy one is escape. They escaped from the county jail. They were in custody for those violent charges to include homicide, so we will be sending over a request to file at least escape charges for both of them.
Man,
Yes.
do you think they had any outside help while they were on the loose?
Not that I'm aware of right now, but that's a big part of the investigation that is still ongoing. Just because they're back in custody doesn't mean we're going to stop doing our job to investigate the crimes. We'll find out everything we possibly can about how did they get from, everybody wants to know how they got from Salinas to Mexico. We'll do everything we can to figure that out.
How did they get into Mexico, Captain?
I do not know.
Was anyone with them when they were captured?
Not that I'm aware of.
And why, do you have any idea why they were traveling together? I mean, they escaped together, but they could have gone their separate ways. Why did they, if you know, why they chose to stay together and both travel to TJ and then both try to walk back into the U.S.?
I do not know why they were still together. We've gotten that question a couple times over the last couple days. Were they together? Were they not together? And until their arrest, I don't know if we knew if they were together or not. I do know they were arrested together. That's an excellent question that we will ask in their interview. Yes.
Has there been any other security measures implemented since they escaped?
Yes.
What are they?
I'm not going to go into specifically what they are, okay, but we did add 3 different security measures to the housing unit which they were previously housed in. They will not be in that same housing unit.
Were there jail clothes found?
My understanding is a couple of their jail clothes were found, understanding they wear different layers of clothes. They were not running around without clothes on. I believe it was an exterior, what we call a jumpsuit, which is everybody's used to seeing inmates in stripes and kind of stuff, whether they're black and white, green and white, or red and white. That's what I believe was found. So
So where were they found?
it was outside of the jail. I don't know exactly where. One more question, please.
Yeah, just to confirm, so was it a tip, someone saw them in Tijuana, or was it just they were seen as they were attempting to cross?
No, like we did yesterday with Marina, somebody called and said, hey, I think I see them. I think they're here. That's the information we got. We forwarded to the Border Protection and the Marshal Service. Again, I can't speak more highly than I can't give any greater praise to our allied agencies, to include the Marshal Service, the FBI, Border Protection, our local agencies, to include Salinas Police Department, the Marina Police Department, CSUMB, PD, and the state parks for their invaluable help yesterday. The good news here is they're in custody again. They'll be we'll house them at the county jail. They'll stay in the county jail until their cases that they're in custody for go through the court, and whatever outcome of that trial comes, they'll be transferred or released from that point forward. Thank you.
It was the Border Patrol or the Marshal Service that made the arrest?
The Border Patrol made the arrest, but I can't go far enough to tell you how much help the marshals were. They were invaluable in tracking these guys down and all the resources. And it could be so much as eliminating people or leads that we didn't need to follow up on because of their work. They were great. They were great. All right. Thank you very much, everybody.
There are updated pictures of these guys in custody?
When they come into custody, we'll get those out.